So hey guys, and welcome back to Born Traveller, and welcome to Skopje in Macedonia. Okay, let's get started. If you come to the centre, Skopje was one of the nicest places to hang out. They have these huge statues. I mean, they're not real, but they are pretty cool. And you can see the views around the city. It's a mountainous city around the outside, so it's actually a really nice place to hang out. I really love coming to Skopje for its atmosphere. So when it comes to accommodation here in Skopje, it's actually really hard to decide what to do. If you really want to be in the centre of everything, you can find these places, the old city hotels and stuff, and you can find some hostels in the old bazaar. They're not that expensive, but obviously it's going to be quite noisy at night. So you can see this one, this is right in the heart of everything. So at night this will be quite noisy, but you're right in the heart of everything. Or you can go for an Airbnb, which I'll show you now, which I've got, but it's about an hour outside the city. I paid $137 for this place, and it's really lovely, really nice. When it comes to food here in Skopje, there's loads of choices. One of them is durum, which is basically Turkish kebab. It's really good value. All this comes to around $4, so you know, pretty good value really overall. Yeah, I mean it's quite a big kebab. Obviously, always get the yogurt, otherwise you're going to get heartburn. So you have the kebab and you always need to have the yogurt, and obviously it's hot this time of year, so I've got some water, but yeah, make sure you get the yogurt. Never ever eat one of these things on your own. You always need the yogurt with it, otherwise you're going to get really bad heartburn. So if you're trying to save money though, go to these kind of places, these budget places. They're really cheap. You can get a coffee and you can get like some kind of like pizza, or you know, some kind of pastry, really for like $1 or $2. Really will save yourself a lot of money, and they're quite filling, so you know, you can pretty much have that for brunch and that's it. So when it comes to things to see and do, one of the best things you can do is come here to the old bazaar. You can come shopping. There's lots and lots of different types of shops. You've got all the kind of fake stuff. There's also quite a lot of kind of like jewellery and things like that, clothes. Just goes on forever. And it's also a really nice place to come in the day or night to eat as well. So it's a really nice place to hang out. So one of the nicest parts of Skopje is this part. The old bazaar, everywhere you look, there's kind of old buildings and things, and you know, you can go in here. This is a really old part. So there is actually a museum here, as you can see, so it's pretty cool. You can hang out, there's a few things to do. The next best thing to see is this, the castle. Now, unfortunately, the castle itself, it looks really good from the outside, but it is just the perimeter wall. It is worth going up there and seeing the views of the city, but don't expect some medieval castle that's going to wow you. Unfortunately, a lot of it's been destroyed. When it comes to food shopping, the best place to go is here, Vera. There is another one called Cam, which is smaller, but Vera are definitely the best ones. So if you're after any like shampoos or anything, or toiletries, go here, DM. When it comes to electronic shopping, I would go here, CTEC. They seem to be the cheapest for me. There is also Telemart, but I think CTEC in general is cheaper. But you know, shop around. There's a few electrical stores here, so it's worth having a look around. So when it comes to money, you can go to these places, exchange money. I'll bring US dollars or probably better euros. You can change them. The exchange rates in Macedonia and Albania are really good. I've always found some of the best in the world. They're pretty much exactly the same as what you get on xe.com. So bring cash. The ATMs are pretty good. They're probably the lowest in terms of charges. I would recommend getting out as much as you can. The charges here are quite high, to be honest, compared to what they used to be. They're now charging around $7 to take money out. When it comes to banking, I recommend Wise. Wise offer a multi-currency account that you can keep up to 50 different currencies in. So open a borderless account today and get started. Link in the description. When it comes to working online on the internet, this is the best one, A1. Definitely get this. And that's the deal. You get 100 gigabytes of data for 300 dinara, which is around $5.50. It's really cheap. The only thing is, it only lasts 2 weeks, so if you're on a month trip, maybe buy a couple of the SIMs, otherwise you're going to have to go and buy 2. If you're looking for somewhere to hang out and work, they have these kind of places everywhere, these coffee places. You can get tea and you can get like Turkish coffee. Macedonia and Turkey are very similar in terms of culture, in terms of that, so you can get these kind of places. They're not that expensive. It's about $1.30 for an espresso. It's just under $2 for a macchiato. The great thing about Macedonia is, within reason, you can pretty much get any antibiotics you can. Some are regulated, but to be honest, I went to one pharmacy and she said, oh, you need a doctor's prescription. Then I went to another pharmacy and she just gave me the medicine straight away. So I think if you are looking for prescription medicines, just keep going until you find a pharmacy that will just sell it to you. It's kind of like the regulations are kind of like loose here, so it's not that difficult. From my experience of hospitals and healthcare and doctors, it's actually not that easy to see a doctor here. The language barrier was really difficult. If you want to stay healthy abroad, I always recommend having travel insurance. Never leave home without it. The travel insurance I use is Safety Wings. They offer comprehensive travel insurance for €50 a month. Link in the description. So when it comes to safety in Skopje, it's very safe. It's one of the safest cities on the planet, I do believe. In general, in Eastern Europe, it's very safe in these cities. Just take the usual precautions of, watch your stuff. So when it comes to nightlife in Skopje, probably the best place to go is the old bazaar again. There's lots of bars and cafes. There's a few nightclubs and stuff hanging around that area. So that's probably the best place to hang out. When it comes to transport, one of the best ways to get about the city, although there's not that many of them, is the bins, the little scooters. You can download the app and it's not that expensive, maybe a couple of dollars to go about 5 kilometers, so really worth it. However, there's not many of them, so you might have to walk 10 minutes before you can find one. So basically there's the train station, you just go up those steps and you can book your tickets there, but really conveniently the bus station is below the train station, so it's really handy. So you just go through this door and then you've got all the places you can book. You go quite a lot of places from Skopje. You can go all over Europe. So you've got Istanbul, Zagreb, places like that. They've got a huge list here of places they've got a huge list of places within the country. And you can book tickets here. Now the people do speak here and there is free Wi-Fi. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification button, and I'll see you next time.